Altitude Airlines just unlocked a new way to toast the skies. If you hold XRP, flash your digital wallet, and every drink on board is on the house. Craft cocktails, fine wines, or a fresh pint. It's all included all flight long. Fly high.
I've been playing around with Sora, and if you hold XRP and you're on this airline, this Altitude Airlines, you get free drinks the entire flight, and they got this cool bar set up in this plane. It's just incredible. I have so much fun creating these videos. So be sure to follow me on X at Rule XRP. And I was talking to somebody yesterday. It's already October 22nd. It's already Wednesday. This year's almost over. And as we get older, it seems like these years are going by so fast. You all remember when you were in grade school and you used to get 3 months out for summer and it seems like it was an eternity. And then you go back to school and you don't recognize some of the kids you went to school with and everybody looks different. Well, now you blink and you have another birthday, and you blink and you have another birthday. So time goes by quick. In learning about digital assets and blockchain, it takes time. It's taken me 8 years to fully develop the education to myself so I could get the education out to all of you. And there's still a lot I don't know about blockchain. I don't know how to code. I don't know how to build on top of these networks, but there are programs and apps out there that help you do so. But I tell you what, today we're going to break down some things. We're going to get excited. I'm going to continue to get this news as it evolves every day out to the masses. And if you would, subscribe to the channel, share my channel with others, and let's go ahead and get after it, people. A few days ago, we talked about a guy losing $3 million worth of XRP. And God bless him. We've been in contact. We've been emailing each other. I've been sending him to platforms that are researching where his XRP went. But people out there are terrified. We receive text messages from fake exchanges, from wallet providers, emails that were leaked out. And we're scared to death because we don't know what's right and what's real. Well, iTrustCapital has been around for years, and they are 5-star rated. They are awesome. And they offer 2 different kind of products. They have IRAs, which you can flip over traditional. You can build a Roth IRA. You can move over older 401ks. And they now have a premium custody account, people. This is safety to the max because they use institutional grade custody that's used in the major financial institutions. Your crypto, your money is safe on the iTrustCapital platform. It's closed loop. So you can deposit crypto, you can deposit cash, you can trade 24/7, 365. There's no monthly fees. But when you go to liquidate your assets, you can only pull it out as USD. So nobody's going to steal your XRP, people. And it's an amazing platform. I've been with them for a pretty good while now. Like I said, they've had over $15 billion in transactions, and there's over 200,000 accounts, people. And people are signing up every day for the protection. Man, it's a great place to be, and it's great to have services like this. If you use the promo code RULE7 when you sign up, you're going to get a $100 funding bonus. So let's go. We got a lot to cover today. Crypto market cap, $3.74 trillion. We are seeing some volatility, baby. We're seeing some ups and downs. Bitcoin was 112,000. Now it's 108. Ethereum was over 4. Now it's 3,800. XRP was 250 something. Now it's 240. That's okay. We look at volatility. We look at these blockchain ecosystems evolving, and we look at all the big players, and we continue to teach ourselves about all of the use case utility, cryptocurrency, blockchain ecosystems. And we get excited once we start to understand the underlying technology of each of these different platforms. Let's go and get after it. So I was watching a video, Jungle Inc. this morning. He has a YouTube channel. He gets the news out there as well as everybody else. Well, I am honored to be on the Evernorth XRP. Ripple just acquired Evernorth. They are the largest public XRP treasury company, and we've been going over this for the last couple of days. Well, they submitted a pitch deck to the SEC, and we're going to look at it real quick. We're not going to go through it all in detail. Evernorth Holdings Capital has a new Meridian, Evernorth. And as we go through, it kind of talks about the executive summary about XRP investment in the portfolio. It has the management team and has the strategic advisors, Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz. It has board of directors, Ashish Birla, Stu Alderodi. And as we go in here and we continue to go through, you look at the investments, you look at the companies that are investing. It's just a lot to tear down. And I'm going to leave a link to it below. Traditional finance, XRP Ledger, decentralized finance or DeFi. So here is what I got to see. And like I said, I'm honored to be a part of this, as well as the rest of the XRP army, the rest of the ones on X, the rest of the YouTubers out there. It says the XRP Army, a global grassroots movement of passionate holders, traders, and advocates who promote XRP and defend its vision. Highly engaged developer base, building new tools, payment solutions, and tokenization products on the XRP ledger. Strong social presence with influencers, content creators, and educators, generating tutorials, market insights, and thought leaderships, people. We're here teaching the crypto teachers. If you're brand new and you just now found my YouTube channel, welcome to the world of crypto. Welcome to the world of XRP. Welcome to the world of the XRP ledger. Well, XRP Army, over 7.5 million total reach. You got Ripple, you got the Crypto Squire, you got XRP Crypto Wolf, the Bearable Bull, Crypto Eddie, Bank XRP, and they put me on here, people. Status. And then the YouTubers, you got Blockchain Backer, Digital Asset Investor, Moon Lambo, Brad Kimes, Digital Perspectives, Zach Rector, Crypto Eddie, 24-Hour Crypto, Token Talk, and many more. I'm included on that list as well. So exciting times are ahead, and like I said, I'm just honored to get recognized on their pitch deck. It's really exciting. Mentioning Crypto Eddie, check this out. XRP Scoop. We talk about Evernorth. Well, the Japanese gaming company Gummy Inc. announced that they will join SBI and Ripple in the private investment and public equity pipe of Evernorth XRP Treasury business. $5 million will be primarily used to purchase XRP in the open market. They're going to go to these centralized exchanges. They are going to purchase XRP. They are going to start chewing away at the amount of XRP that is currently in circulation. What happens in the next year or two when all these major players, these Fidelities, these BlackRocks, these JP Morgans, these Evernorths, these all of the, just everybody in the world starts to realize what XRP is and how it's going to be used for liquidity to move value in seconds around the world like it already is. People are going to scoop it up. It's going to be hard to get, people. Ripple Labs wants to lease Brookfield Corp's newest London skyscraper. Ripple is reportedly in talks to lease 90,000 square feet of office space at Brookfield's Leadenhall Tower in London. The deal could be among the priciest in London, around £140 per square foot. Ripple is currently in Angel Court in the same district. And if we look right here at 1 Leadenhall Street, London, UK. This is a beautiful building, and I think Ripple wants to be up here at the top, and that's where they should be because they deserve it. They have gone through so much, as well as the rest of us, with lawsuits and just people poking the bear, and now they have mergers and acquisitions, and things are starting to come to fruition, and it's going to get bigger, people. So yesterday, I mentioned Nadine Shakar with the DTCC and how she mentioned that they're wanting to tokenize all $100 trillion in custody that they have. Well, I had mentioned that Nadine had posted on LinkedIn a couple years ago, and this is what she reposted. Whenever we got regulatory clarity on XRP, which was July of 23, she posted this 2 years ago. Breaking: Ripple wins case against SEC as judge rules XRP is not a security. Nadine Shakar, DTCC, tokenization. I wonder how much of the XRP ledger is going to be in the tokenization process. It just makes you wonder. This is the DTCC.com webpage. This is their digital assets, digital standard page, and it breaks down different articles. I'm going to leave a copy below. I can't go through all this in detail. Understanding asset tokenization, the coexistence imperative, bridging traditional finance and emerging digital asset infrastructure. I mean, it goes through and it breaks everything down. Here's Nadine here, the great collateral experiment, launch on the launch pad. And it just said, quadrillions of assets under management at DTCC, and they're talking about tokenizing $100 trillion of value on the blockchain. So mentioning the guy that unfortunately had $3 million worth of XRP stolen, I contacted Chainara. I tagged Chainara and they immediately jumped on board and they traced the stolen $3 million in XRP from a wallet to another wallet. OSINT signals suggest CFBIT linked actors may overlap with the Brad 2X YouTube ring. So what's been happening is these hackers have been creating AI videos of Brad Garlinghouse and a QR code saying, hey, look, Ripple's giving away 100 million XRP. If you scan this QR code and you send us your XRP, we're going to immediately double it and send it back to you. Well, what happens is people scan the QR code. They get in their wallets, they send 1,000 XRP. They're thinking 5 minutes later they're going to get 2,000 XRP. They may send 100,000 XRP thinking they're going to get back 200,000 XRP from Brad Garlinghouse. Well, it never happens. And I want to thank Chainara for investigating this. They are still in deep investigation trying to figure out the final wallets, the final centralized exchanges around the world where these are exiting. This is Chainara. If you go to chainara.io, there are only 48 followers. People follow at Chainara.io on X. Here is the page. I have logged in. Threat intelligence dashboard. You can go in here and you could submit XRP scams to help the community. So if you found a Brad Garlinghouse video or somebody sent you an instant message on social media saying, hey, look, I'm going to show you how to make more XRP. Can you send yours to this wallet? Go ahead and report them at Chainara. It's platform.chainara.io. I will leave a link to it below so that you can click in and log in and sign up. AI-generated Brad Garlinghouse XRP giveaway with QR codes. Found a Twitter scam promoting double XRP scam, all activity. So they break it down, and there's so many different scams out there. They're trying to put all these together so they could possibly tie all these bad actors together and hopefully get them behind bars soon. Coinbase buys crypto investing platform Echo for the incredible price of $375 million. And I'm not going to go through the article, but it says Echo will be integrated into the Coinbase platform, allowing investors in crypto companies to potentially raise funds directly on Coinbase in the future, people. This could open the fundraising market to millions of crypto investors investing through Coinbase. That's very interesting. Today, Crypto czar David Sachs is going to meet with GOP senators on the market structure bill, and it's very exciting because you're going to have David Sachs, you're going to have Senator John Kennedy, who is a hoot. He is a senator in Louisiana, and he speaks his mind, and I've watched several interviews, and he'll be in some of these congressional hearings, and he'll tell it like it is. He is not holding back anything, but here a couple days ago, Ellie Tarrant got this post out on X, and this is really exciting because during the meeting today, they are going to include Coinbase, Chainlink, Galaxy, Kraken, Uniswap, Solana, Circle, Ripple, Jito, and A16Z, which is Andreessen Horowitz. That's going to happen today. I don't know if it's going to be live streamed. I'll get with Ellie Tarrant, and if there is a live stream, I'll post it on my X account. Formerly Twitter at RuleXRP. What do we have here? What do we have here? I've been speaking for the past couple of months about local CPAs and financial advisors and all, and how they're going to have to give in to crypto because individuals like you and me and other families around the world are going to their CPAs and they're going, hey, look, crypto is the thing. I can make more money, even though it's volatile, in crypto than I can in a 401k or a mutual fund or whatever you have to offer. Well, and then financial advisors finally have to give in to crypto, people, or they're going to get left behind. It says Fidelity says digital assets are becoming central in advisor-client conversations. People are starting to ask their financial advisors, I want to get into crypto. What do you know about it? I want to get in it now. And the financial advisors are like, hang on, can you possibly educate me on what we're talking about here? This is what Fidelity Digital Assets posted. Digital assets are becoming central to advisor-client conversations. Learn which questions advisors are fielding the most when it comes to this evolving space. And I'm going to leave it at this. This is Fidelity Digital Assets. It says the top 3 frequently asked questions for advisors. Learn which digital asset question financial advisors hear the most. This came out October 22nd, 2024. Wow, it's crazy. It was exactly a year ago when this article came out. What are the odds of that happening? And I just found this article this morning. So, are digital assets more volatile than other assets? Yes, they absolutely are. I mean, if you have a 401k, you're looking at a 4%, 8%, maybe 12% by the end of the year gains and a little bit of loss. Well, as you start dipping into Bitcoin and Meta and Nvidia and Tesla and XRP and ADA and VeChain and all the above, you're going to look at 20% swings, 15% swings, 75% swings once this thing really takes off. It is volatile, and that's why all the newbies that come in, when they buy crypto at a higher price and 2 or 3 days later it drops 25%, they're in the panic mode. They are not patient. They do not have the testicular fortitude that we've had for the past 8 years, the patience that we've had the past 8 years. So a good rule of thumb, whenever you start investing in cryptocurrencies and blockchain and stocks with cryptos, you have to be patient. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Just ride those waves. Let the news sources and the Jim Cramers and everybody else say what they want to say, because things are going to get better. You're going to be on that roller coaster, and it's eventually going to be higher highs, and you're going to see higher lows. It's going to dip a little bit and go higher, and then it's going to dip a little and go higher. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm just rattling on and on. The coffee's good this morning. So how to select which digital assets to invest in. And right here, they talk about Bitcoin. They talk about Ethereum. And they have a list here that says altcoins. And we know what altcoins are. Anything that is not Bitcoin is considered an alternative coin. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency ever created. All of these other amazing blockchains and cryptos were created after Bitcoin to be a better Bitcoin, like XRP. Should I choose self or third-party custody? This is a big one, because once you start accumulating cryptocurrencies on these centralized exchanges, like the Coinbases and the Upholds and the Krakens and the Binances and all the others, you're going to start seeing that you got $1,000 in your account. You have $5,000 in your account. You have $10,000 in your account. Well, is it safe? And if you were to set up your own cryptocurrency wallet, do you know the difference between a cold wallet and a hot wallet? And whenever you do self-custody, you are 100% responsible for any actions that you do. You cannot share your passwords. You cannot share your recovery phrases. And if you're new to this, don't get intimidated. You're going to learn a lot. Believe me, once you start self-custodying your own crypto, you're going to learn how important it is to not make any errors, because you're 100% responsible for it. That's why I use iTrustCapital for an IRA and a premium custody account, because I could set it and forget it. I don't have to worry about my seed phrases being compromised. I don't have to worry about my passwords being hacked, because it's institutional grade custody. And I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to let you subscribe to the James Rural Crypto Show. I've been getting a few shorts out there. I've been creating shorts on Sora, and it's funny. I get them out there, and I just love getting funny things out there, as well as the real news on YouTube. I've been getting a lot of new subscribers. I want to thank everybody out there for subscribing. Have a great day. It is early here in Southeast Texas. I'm sure we'll be getting more news today. I'll keep you updated on social, so have a good day. And don't forget, I told you so.